Hi everyone, I'm Shelby at the Agnes Robinson Waterloo Public Library in Waterloo, Nebraska. Welcome back to another book talk. This one is for May 2021, and I'm going to share 5 brand new titles with you that you might not have heard of yet. So let's go ahead and jump in and learn about some thrilling science fiction and nonfiction books that have just hit the shelves. Author of Boys in the Boat, the story of the United States Olympic rowing team, Daniel James Brown is back with Facing the Mountain, a true story of Japanese-American heroes in World War II. So during the Second World War, Japanese Americans and other Asian Americans experienced bigotry, xenophobia, and incarceration after Pearl Harbor. Many Japanese Americans were U.S. citizens and were proud to serve their country, including in combat, even as their homes were ransacked by the FBI and they were forced to live in isolated concentration camps. This book, full of interviews with families and research, chronicles the journey of 4 Japanese American families and their sons who volunteered to fight in World War II. Daniel James Brown shows us what these young men experienced on the battlefields of France, Germany, and Italy, but also what their families experienced right here on U.S. soil. That is Facing the Mountain by Daniel James Brown. It is a little heavy. It's a big book, so it should keep you busy all summer. A few months ago in one of my book talk videos, I recommended a nonfiction book about voting by Stacey Abrams. Well, the talented woman is back with a Supreme Court thriller called While Justice Sleeps. What can't she do? Avery Keene is a talented young law clerk for Supreme Court Justice Howard Wynn, who is often the swing vote on the court. But Justice Wynn slips into a coma, and Avery learns that she has been appointed to serve as his legal guardian, holding his power of attorney, a role that Avery definitely was not expecting. I don't want to spoil anything about this thriller, but Avery finds out that Justice Wynn has been researching a controversial court case involving a conspiracy theory that is infiltrating Washington. Can Avery unravel the clues that Wynn has left for her? You'll have to find out in While Justice Sleeps by Stacey Abrams. Moving on to something a little more summery, bees have been getting a lot of fabulous publicity in the last few years, and I'm going to add this book to the pile, The Music of Bees by Eileen Garvin. This is the story of 3 lonely strangers who meet by happenstance and find themselves working together on a small bee farm. Alice is a 44-year-old widow stuck in a dead-end job. Jake is a troubled paraplegic teenager with a toxic home life. And Harry is a 24-year-old with debilitating social anxiety looking for work. As the trio settles into a friendship, a corrupt pesticide company moves to town, threatening their honeybee population. Alice, Jake, and Harry must overcome their personal challenges and unite for the sake of something greater. For fans of J. Ryan Stradle and Laurie Frankel, that is The Music of Bees by Eileen Garvin. My next pick is for fans of true crime and learning about cults. It's Don't Call It a Cult, the shocking story of Keith Raniere and the women of NXIVM. I do want to say a trigger warning on this book, for it deals with abuse, manipulation, and some sexual topics. But you may have heard of NXIVM in the headlines over the last couple of years. If you haven't, it's a cult that recruits its members by acting as a self-empowerment program, multi-level marketing scheme, and network of strong women. But the victims seeking career coaching and networking opportunities find themselves being blackmailed, branded, and enslaved. This book is a riveting account of NXIVM's rise to power, its ability to evade prosecution, and the investigation that finally revealed the cult to the world. You can find additional investigative reporting about this topic on the CBC podcast Uncover, Escaping NXIVM, the docuseries The Vow on HBO, and Seduced, Inside the NXIVM Cult on Starz. That is Don't Call It a Cult by Sarah Berman. The author of The Martian is back with another science fiction thriller, Project Hail Mary. Ryland Grace has been asleep for a very, very long time, and he's just woken up millions of miles from home with nothing but 2 corpses for company. He's the sole survivor on a desperate last chance to save Earth mission, but he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name. So how will this sole, confused human solve an impossible scientific mystery and save humanity from becoming extinct? If you enjoy the Mistborn series, Game of Thrones, and Ready Player One, you should try Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Those are my 5 brand new recommendations for the month of May, perfect to kick off your summer reading goals and start enjoying some reading outside, perhaps. I would love to hear which of these picks piques your interest the most, so please comment below and let me know which one you're most likely to check out from your local library. If you are in the Waterloo area, you can place a hold by calling 402-779-4171 and pick it up during open hours. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next month. Bye!